Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. As we speak, I have no internet. When I got up this morning, the internet was off. I've contacted them, they've set up an incident, and somebody will be getting back to me from the company that deals with the infrastructure, basically. So they'll hopefully come round and have a look at things. I can film and I can process videos, but I can't post them. So goodness knows when this is going to get posted, but I can film it anyway. And this will be, well, strictly speaking, this makes the combined channel more productive and more viable via this video. This video is about getting the bird feeders going for the winter and getting it up and running. Well, that would normally have been on the gardening channel because it's a garden thing, you know, it's outside, isn't it? Yeah. But there's a lot of people on the orchid channel that are interested in watching the birds and what birds I get on the feeder and everything. Well, it's now all under one roof. It's one channel. So it's a gardening video, yes, but it's still on the combined channel, so anybody can choose to watch it or not, as the case may be. Anyway, I'll just wind this down and we'll have a look at what I'm using. Obviously the feeders are the same ones as I had before. They've been cleaned up a bit. They were a bit rubby. So first one out of the pot is this one. That's got a screw top, and this is peanuts, so this is very straightforward. I couldn't get the giant bag of peanuts that I had last time. I've had to go for a much smaller bag, which is a very uneconomic way of buying them. But they're the ones that last the longest, and this is just fill up the feeder, hopefully not all over the floor. There we go. That's that one done, and then I keep my eye on it, and when it's you know, it's nearly empty, then we refill it. So that's that one, and then the next two. It doesn't really matter which way round they go, but this, relatively speaking, is quite a cheap thing to buy. And this is the no-grow seed mix, so any seeds that spill out onto the patio, or anywhere else for that matter, don't grow. They're treated. So the birds get through this quite quickly. So that goes in the bigger one. Of piling it in there, preferably not all over the floor. And then some of this seed goes on the bird feeder, actually on the bird's table part as well. Which we might not do for a while, I don't know. I'll leave that one open. So again, this is a screw top, which is a much better idea, quite honestly. Whoops! Of course you have to go steady with it because it does actually come out through the holes. So that's that one. Somebody using a chainsaw or something. And then this is the more expensive stuff. This is sunflower hearts. Now I have got sunflower seeds as well, but they do make a mess because obviously the birds, you know, they often work on the bird table by taking the heart out of the seed, and then the husks get just thrown on the floor. They don't eat those bits. And this obviously takes more work to get the hearts out of the seeds, so it's quite a bit more expensive. So this is the most expensive seed, but it is incredibly nutritious and good for the birds. This is an excellent winter feed. As I say, this one, you have to line this one up because it's got little lugs, and then it just twists like that. Right, so that's our 3 feeders. There is a 4th feeder which takes the fat balls, the suet balls, but unfortunately, although I ordered them, they didn't arrive. They were out of stock by the time my shopping was sorted out, so I haven't got those yet. They will be in my next shop. So if we, what shall I do? I'll just move the tripod, that's the easiest thing to do. Oh. So I'm not going to take it outside, it's not worth it. Not for the short amount of time. Can we see all right there? Yes. Right, so we'll take our 3 feeders and we'll take our bag of seed stuff, and I'll just leave the door open for this minute. It's only going to take a minute. Come on then. And then this whole thing is going to come across to there so that I can see it from inside. In fact, let me turn it at an angle so that I can see onto there. So there we go. Now I can see that from where I sit. I can still get down the garden, and I think that'll work quite nicely. Mojo's out there giving it a seal of approval. It's funny, he does sit and watch the birds when they're on the feeder, but he doesn't really take any notice of them. He makes no effort to sort of charge at them or anything like that. I think he's getting a bit too old and slow for that. Anyway, so that's the feeders set up, and it'll take a while before the birds find it, I'm sure, especially as it's in a different place to where it once was. But once we start getting some regular visitors, then I'll set the camera up and we'll have a look at the visitors as and when, and hopefully we get a good variety this winter. It's turning cold as this week goes on. At the moment it's sort of wet, you know, we just keep getting loads of long periods of rain. So we'll see how we go, and hopefully that the actual feeders themselves, they're now covered by the roof, so they should stay dry. That especially affects the peanuts, you know, because it's an open feeder for them. The others are okay, but same with the fat balls, it doesn't do them any good to get wet. So there we go, that's all set up and ready to go, and I must admit it certainly looks an awful lot better than the last one that I had. There we go, see you next time. Well, I'll see you whenever I get an internet so that I can post this video. And I can't keep you posted on its progress, can I? Because I haven't got any internet to post the video. It's going round in circles here. See you next time.